You are looking live. Muscatine High School and Muscatine Community Stadium, the Muscatine Muskies are hosting their home opener tonight against Davenport Central Blue Devils. The Muskies come into tonight's game 0-1 on the heels of a 33-14 loss at Cedar Rapids Jefferson last week at Kingston Stadium. The Blue Devils, 52-32 winners over the Clinton River Kings last week, so they come in here try to stretch a record out to 2-0. The Muskies trying to get their first win of the season. Brian Mussehl here with Jake Mussehl. Jake's first ever trip to the broadcast booth, former Muskie. And Jake, fun night. You remember those opening nights of football?
I do. Yes, I do. Beautiful, beautiful Friday evening. Ready for football. You know, we got the big Cy-Hawk game tomorrow. But let's kick this off with a good win, hopefully on a Friday night, and be ready to go for that Iowa State game tomorrow.
Fans, there's plenty of great seats still available here. Pack the stadium because the student athletes, everybody here, this community would love to see this place full tonight. Get out to Muscatine High School. It's a beautiful night for football. 68 degrees, probably at kickoff time, maybe tapping into the high 50s by the time this one's over, but that's great football weather. We're Midwesterners. We love this stuff. Tonight, game is going to be brought to you by a tremendous list of sponsors. I want to mention these guys right out of the gate. Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, CBI Bank and Trust, Ed Morris Automotive, Bridgestone Bandag, Next Gen Motors, Big Cat Energy, Big Cat former coach here, of course, Midwest One Bank, Hanson Chiropractic, Community Bank and Trust, Fairway, and Members Community Credit Union. We thank you, and we're going to be talking about you guys all night because without you, this wouldn't be possible. Another footnote to this is the first ever live streaming event for Muscatine Community School District as they are putting this on. They are taking over the streaming services to give you the best quality broadcasts they can give you. So bear with us. We're going to do the best we can to make you proud of what we present to you tonight. And Jake, let's go over a couple of the stat leaders from last week's contest. We'll lead it off with Clinton. Keys to tonight's game for the Davenport Central Blue Devils as they come into this one with an impressive 52-point showing last week, and they're led by their quarterback and star running back, Marcus Burton, the quarterback, of course. He's going to be a tough one for the Muskies to stop. And, of course, Carson Williams with a huge game running the football a week ago for Central. He had 200 yards, 6 carries for 200 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Marcus Burton, 3 for 11 a week ago, 40 yards. Threw 2 interceptions, so I think the Muskies, the key to this is they want him to put the ball in the air. They've got to be able to stop the run. Central's also got Marcus Burton, the quarterback, ran 10 times for 72 yards. And Giovanni Hazlett ran 11 times for 72 yards. So the Muskies have their work cut out for them, stopping the ground game of Central. Offensively for the Muskies, they're led at quarterback by Gage Curtis, the junior. 2 for 7 throwing the football. As you know, the Muskies run the wing tee. They predominantly are a run-heavy team. 2 for 7 a week ago, 51 yards. But Curtis did carry the ball 7 times for 23 yards. Jake Meyer also 7 carries, 23 yards. Gavin Wade, 10 carries. A lot of carries there, 39 yards. And they were led by Seth Ryland, 11 carries, 112 yards on the ground. So the Muskies rushed for 204 yards a week ago and threw for just 51. The leading receivers last week, James Roberts, 1 catch, 30 yards, and Alec Raker, 1 catch, 21 yards. So tonight, it'll be interesting to see who can control the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a big key to this contest.
Yeah, it sure is. I think the biggest thing is, too, the game is won in the trenches. So I'm a retired O-lineman, so I'm going to be talking about the O-line a lot. D-line, the game is won right down there at the bottom. If we can get our offensive guys get a good push, we'll get our running backs going and hopefully have a good night on there. And defensively, I know Coach Schultz used to be Coach DJ Hawkins, preach about it, all 11 to the ball, fly them all to the ball. It doesn't take one person. It's going to be a team effort tonight, and let's see if we can get it done.
Great, Jake. Good stuff. We got about a minute before the Muskie marching band pops out here, and we're going to listen to them entertain us a little bit pregame style. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll come back and go over our sponsors once again. It's Muskie Football live on Huddle from Muscatine Community Stadium. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, the opening coin toss about to be made. Muskie captains Jake Meyer, number 6, Andy Frankie, number 53, Cash Hodges, 55, and Owen King, 65. These young men, obviously, if you're elected a captain by your coaches and teammates, pretty big honor.
Yeah, it is. That is one of the most beautiful things when it comes to football. Again, it's a team game, but having coaches and players voting on your own captains, that's always special.
Again, beautiful night here. Boy, the food, I'm not sure what's being served on there, Jake, but we're kind of hungry. Maybe Tony can run down and grab us something here. Whatever you need. And the Muskies won the toss, deferred. Central will receive. So the Muskies will start on defense, and I kind of think this is what they wanted to do. Talking to the coaches, I think the Muskies really wanted to come out and try to set the tone defensively and get good field position. Central, though, with some explosive playmakers as we went through the stats. Pregame here, they're ready to roll on this one. The mighty Muskie marching band coming out here to perform. I want to mention again some of these great sponsors that make this possible, guys. You know, and Muscatine is such a blessed community to have great involvement with their sponsorships. And, you know, what a better place for everybody to get together than the Muscatine Community Stadium. It's the football Friday nights are special because it's the one thing that really always brings our community together. And these people understand that. Hy-Vee Stores of Muscatine, proud supporters of the Muskies. Go Muskies. Unity Point Health. Muskie football is proudly supported by Unity Point Health. Trinity Muscatine. Trinity Muscatine has the home team's back, keeping our players and fans healthy from kickoff to the final whistle. Big Cat Energy. Muskie football is sponsored by Big Cat Energy. Stop by and get your energy drinks, coffee, breakfast sandwiches, and treats from Jordan and the Cat team. CBI Bank and Trust. Muskie football is proudly supported by CBI Bank and Trust. The Muskie Mania program has donated over $126,000 back to Muscatine High School since 1995. Go Muskies from CBI Bank and Trust. Ed Morse Automotive. Muskie football is proudly supported by Ed Morse Automotive and their Muscatine locations. Remember, you're always backed by Morse. Go Muskies. Next Gen Motors. Next Gen Motors is a proud sponsor of the Muskies. From sales to service, We serve our community from one generation to the next. Bridgestone Band Egg. Muskie football is proudly supported by Bridgestone Band Egg. Bridgestone Band Egg wishes the Muskies all the best this season. Go Muskies. Community Bank and Trust. Muskie football is proudly supported by Community Bank and Trust, where we put people first. Hanson Chiropractic. Muskie football is proudly supported by Hanson Chiropractic. See Dr. Jeff Hanson at 515 Cedar Street in Muscatine, 563-264-1611. Go Muskies. Midwest One Bank. Muskie football is proudly supported by Midwest One Bank. Midwest One Bank, taking care of our customers and those who should be. Fairway, your Muscatine Fairway store, is proud to support Muskie football. See us for the best meat department in town, and go Muskies. Unity Point Health. Muskie football is proudly supported by Unity Point Health. Trinity Muscatine. Trinity Muscatine has the home team's back, keeping our players and fans healthy from kickoff to final whistle. I believe you guys at Unity Point just got 2 mentions because Brian read that earlier. Members Community Credit Union, the Lending Hub. The Members Community Credit Union Lending Hub, 2 doors down from MHS, with all your home, vehicle, and personal loan needs. Go Muskies. And thank you, sponsors. Folks, we're going to pause here for our national anthem.
Today they'll be presenting the during the playing of our national anthem. The lead rifle is Sergeant Fernandez Miranda, the recruiting and retention NCO for Muscatine High School and Honor Guard soldier. Bearing the national colors is Sergeant Jones, Eastern Iowa NCOIC for the Honor Guard. Bearing the state colors is Sergeant Nestor, Eastern Iowa Head Coordinator for the Honor Guard. The rear rifle is Specialist Northrop, Honor Guard soldier. If you are able, please rise to the playing of the national anthem. Please remove your caps and rest your right hand on your heart. Veterans and members of the armed service are welcome to render a salute. As for proper protocol, please remember to remain standing until the colors have been retired.
Great rendition of our national anthem. We're going to take a little time out here. You're listening to Muskie Pregame Football on the Muscatine Huddle app, live from Muscatine Community Stadium.
other stuff there you can mention if you want to. If not,
Okay. Oh, these are just
those are just things that are happening tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Back at Muscatine High School, and here come the Muskies. They take the field opening night 2024. They're fired up and ready to go.
Back in black, back in the black jerseys here. Gold trim.
Jake, you wore purple at home, white on the road, and you guys did have black jerseys you wore a couple times your senior year.
Yeah, we did. We got blessed with some of our coaches. Old Coach Mueller back in Cedar Falls surprised us on our senior night with black jerseys, and I just remember our team and our breakfast in the morning. I was all excited, and got a current staff member and Coach Luke Witchers in the JV program, quarterback coach. So I had to shout him out. He was my quarterback, so. Very happy to see the 2017 class finally, bringing this back to the community and helping the kids out.
Absolutely. Want to mention Coach Hawkins, who spent a lot of time here at Muscatine, 2 different stints as head coach the last few years. Moved on, but I want to wish him well. He and his family, big loss to the community when they decided to take off. And Carrie, if you're listening, as I think you might be, you mentioned you might be, I want to wish you guys the best and say hello.
Absolutely.
From Muscatine.
Before we start this game, too, we want to congratulate and welcome my dad, Brian, back after, 10 years of doing it, being off 4 to 5 years. But we're excited, as in behalf of the Muscatine community. I can tell you, I hear it at work, I hear it around the community, that we're definitely excited to have you back. So.
Well, that's kind, Jake. I hope I can make you proud as a father.
Well, not yet. We still got some.
I got a ways to go.
Yeah,
the Muskies will kick off, and I appreciate the kind words, and it's fun to do this as Central has Williams back to receive the kick, along with Cortez. The Muskies on the approach and the kick. And it's Eric Romo, and the kick's going to go bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. So Central will take over their first possession of the game on their own 20-yard line.
We know what they're doing. They know what we're doing. Just got to stop the run.
No secrets, is there, Jake? Both teams scout each other so much, you really pretty much know. You could read formations, it just gets down to mano a mano, who's a tougher man at the line of scrimmage. And then talent takes over. Central comes out, Burton leads the Blue Devils out of the huddle on first down. He's got Williams in the backfield lined up right behind him. And now they shift left, so they've got twins receivers to the left. And there's first down. Burton's going to fumble on the play. Ball on the ground inside the 10, and the Muskies pounce on it. And it's going to be first and goal Muscatine, pending the flag.
Great job.
Raker dove on the fumble, and we got an illegal shift Central, and that's going to be declined. And the Muskies couldn't have asked for a better start. First and goal from the Central 6-yard line.
Great start. Looks like the quarterback and the running back, Burton and Williams, had a miss handoff. Just went off of the quarterback's hands and right into ours. And first and goal. Let's go.
Muskie's offense. Boy, they look sharp in these black uniforms. gold jersey numbers and the purple helmets. Muskies, Curtis under center. And there's the give, and there's a flag already as Gavin Wade got the handoff, and a procedure call on the Muskies, so it'll now be first and goal from the 11. First and goal, Muskies, 11-yard line. Curtis gets it, gives to Wade over the left side. He punches inside the 10, down to about the 8. Call it a 2-yard gain to the 9. It'll be second and goal, Muskies, from the central 9-yard line. Ryland, Wade, and Meyer in the backfield behind Curtis, second and goal. There's a give inside to Ryland. He cuts it up. Central's there to stuff it. Nice play by the Blue Devils. Wislander on the stop, and it'll be third and goal, Muskies.
It looks like got in the A gap and stuffed the trenches. So let's see if we can get going here on third and goal.
Third and goal, Muskies, just outside the 6. Ryland and Meyer in the backfield behind Curtis. Curtis gives to Ryland over the right side. He cuts it to the right. Touchdown, Muskies!
Great blocking on the edge. Sets up Ryland for a nice touchdown.
Seth Ryland, a 7-yard touchdown run on third and goal, and the Muskies are on the board. 10:36 to play in the first quarter, and it's the Muskies 6 and Central nothing. Extra point on the way, and good by Romo. And the Muskies lead 7-zip, 10:36 to play. You're listening to Muskie football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, and what a great start for the Muskies. Central's first play of the game was a fumble by the quarterback Burton. The Muskies pounced on it. Raker pounced on it at the 6-yard line. Muskies had a procedure call of 5 yards back to the 11. 3 plays later, Seth Ryland carried it over the right side for 7 yards and the touchdown. Here's the kick by Romo, and it's going to be fielded at the 3-yard line by Williams, and he's at the 10, 15, 20, cuts it up, 30, he's got a gap, 40, 45, Muskies better get him to the ground. He's going to go all the way, 96-yard touchdown run on the pursuing kickoff on a great play by number 18, Carson Williams. We talked about him in the pregame show, Jake, last week against Clinton. 6 carries, 200 yards, and 4 touchdowns. This kid's a legitimate game breaker.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run. As soon as he got to the outside, he just turned on the jets, got it going, broke a couple tackles to the house. Great run, great blocking, great execution.
Unofficially, I'm going to call that a 96-yard touchdown kickoff return by Carson Williams. Wow, that was an impressive run. And just like that, the Muskie lead is cut to 1, and here's the extra point try, but there is a flag on the play and a procedure call on Central. A little sloppy early on here. Joe Shook is the kicker for the Blue Devils. And that'll push him back to the 15-yard line, so it'll be a 25-yard PAT attempt. Snap is good, hold is good, and we got another flag. And it's an offside Muscatine, so we're trading 5-yard penalties here, and we'll go back to the original spot. Jacoby Anderson's the holder. Good snap, good hold. Shook's kick is no good, wide right. So 10:21 to play in the first quarter, and both teams trading touchdowns here in the last 15 seconds. The Muskies lead 7-6. You're listening to Muskie Football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, the Muskies lead Central 7-6. 10:21 to go in the first quarter. That's correct. We've played less than 2 minutes. There's been 2 touchdowns. A fumble recovery led to a Muskie 7-yard touchdown run by Ryland, and then a 96-yard kick return by Carson Williams. There's a kick by Central, and this one's going to be taken by the Muskies by Glenn inside the 5. He cuts it over the 20, 25, got a seam, and he's out to about the 28-yard line. A nice return by Colin Glenn.
Great return by Colin. He set the edge, got a couple blocks. We got close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what the offense can do on the second drive here. Looks like fireworks to start off, Brian. I kind of like it.
High-scoring game. You were used to some shootouts back in the day, and this looks like another one here early on.
Gotta love it. That's what we're all about.
Muskies break the huddle, 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Curtis under center, Ryland and Wade in the backfield. And this one's going to go to Ryland over the right side. He bounces it outside, cuts it back over the 35. A good tough run of about 6. Let's say 7 to the 36, 2nd and 3 Muskies.
Yeah, great run. Looks like the DN got off a little bit off the edge there. He broke a couple tackles and was able to get some yards.
Second and 3 Muskies. A lot of offense early on here. Curtis under center. Gets a snap. He gives to Wade over the left side. He's got some room, and he's out near the first down mark, right at the sticks. We'll see where the spot is. He might be just a shade short.
Yeah, just looks a little short, but great run. Again, we got our O-line penetrating that D. It was perfect. Getting close to that first down.
Looked like a good open field tackle by Central. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 1.5 feet for the Muskies. Nice crowd here tonight. What a beautiful night for football. If you're in the area, stop on out. And there's a give inside. And it's going to be a first down on the 44-yard line as Ryland with another carry. We got a flag on the play. We'll see what this flag is.
Looks like it's coming back.
And it's going to be a personal foul face mask on Central. So the Muskies going to get a big penalty tacked onto this run. And after the 15-yard walk-off, the Muskies will have 1st and 10 now on the Central 42-yard line. Curtis under center. Ryland, the sole back behind him. Back to pass, going to throw in the flat, and it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 Muskies.
Yeah, he had Sawyer open there. He just a little missed it, underthrew him. No problem. Let's get after it now and see if we can pick up this first and keep moving the chains.
Could have been a little miscommunication. Looked like Newsom cut inside. The ball was outside. And, the Muskies don't throw a lot, so sometimes that happens.
Kind of got to pick your chances, Brian, when you can throw and when you can't.
2nd and 10 Muskies. Ryland and Wade. And this one goes to Ryland over the right side. He's got some room. 35, 30, cuts it inside 25. Inside the 20 to the 19, and there's a big run.
Great run by Ryland. Again, a couple missed tackles.
Down to the 18. We'll call that about a 25-yard run. Seth Ryland's got it going now. 1st and 10 Muskies inside the 20. Ryland again over the right side. 15. Cuts it inside down near the 12. A good run on 1st down of about 6.
They're setting this tone on the right side of this run game here.
Gain of 6, and now we've got an illegal substitution on Central. I didn't see the flag on the field. See if the Muskies take the play. I think it'll be 2nd and 4, 1st and 5, depending on what they want to do here. Good momentum up front, Jake. It looks like the Muskies are really getting off the football.
Yeah, we're getting a good push, especially with our tight end, that Alec Raker. He's been sealing that edge so Ryland can get around there and get a couple yards here and there, and hopefully we can pick up the first and get some points on this drive here.
1st and 5 as the Muskies will take the walk-off. 1st and 5 now on the 13-yard line. Ryland and Wade behind Curtis. Curtis gets it. He gives inside Ryland. He fights his way inside the 10 near the 9. He's going to be just short of a 1st down. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 1. The Central players on the ground here.
7.
Injured players Adrian Jones, 6'1", 290 and a senior. And he clogs up the middle for Central. That's a big loss for their interior line at the moment.
Hopefully he's okay. It looks like he's walking off by himself, just kind of hobbling on that right ankle. Hopefully you should see him back in the 2nd quarter or so.
That happens, Jake, right in the middle of those lines. You roll your ankles a lot during a game.
It does. That's what it's for, all right? Being an O lineman, D lineman, you're going to be battling in the trenches. You're going to get bumps, bruises. See if you can come back on top.
Central looked like they may have jumped, and there's a give inside. Muskie's inside the 10-5, touchdown! Nice give inside. Gavin Wade for the score.
Great touchdown run. Again, nice block by Alec Raker to seal that right side for a touchdown.
9-yard touchdown run for the Muskies. Gavin Wade, and the Muskies go on top 13-6. 7:25 left here in the first. Romo on for the PAT to knock through his first one of the night. And here's his second one. And this one is good. 7:25 to go in the first. The Muskies 14, Central 6. You're listening to Muskie Football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, 7:25 to go first quarter. It's fireworks. It's not the 4th of July, folks, but the scoreboard's lighting up. The Muskies, 2 touchdowns on 2 possessions. The first one was a short 6-yard drive, capped off by a 7-yard touchdown run by Seth Ryland. This one, a 71-yard drive, and capped off by a 9-yard touchdown run by Gavin Wade. Central's touchdown in between that was what we're going to face right now, a 96-yard kickoff return by Carson Williams. We'll see what the Muskies do here. Jake, do you squib it?
No, I think what I would do is if I have a leg, I'm going to try to put it in the back of the end zone, see what happens.
And Williams gets this one. He steps on the 5. It's not Williams, though. Actually, 20, 25, look out, 30, 35. Big hole out near midfield and inside midfield at the 44-yard line. And that's a nice return that time for Central.
Jonathan Ingram.
Ingram with a heck of a run. Here, I thought it was Williams, but it wasn't, but he ran like him, and that was a big return of 51 yards to the Muskie 44. So just like that, the Blue Devils are in very good field position again.
Yeah, flip the field another time on a kick return here. So let's see if we can stop them. Get the ball back for our offense.
Looks like Hazlett's in the backfield. Burton this time. It's only their second possession of the night. And there's this pass in the flat, and it's incomplete. Should have been caught that time by Sampica, but he dropped it in the flat. Good hit by Gavin Wade for the Muskies. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Should have been caught, but yeah, got to love that Muskie defense. So you noticed that you saw all 11 swarming to the ball as soon as he had it with his hands. That was a great play by the defense. I know the ball should have been caught. But let's see. We got away with one. Let's get back after it.
Burton barks out the signals. Now he runs to his left. He's going to option it left, and there's a nice hold to 40. A good block on the edge. 30, down the sideline he goes, and this is Ingram, and he's going to get to the end zone. Touchdown, 44-yard touchdown run by Alex Ingram, just like that. And, boy, we got a barn burner here. 6:38 to go in the first quarter, and it's 14-12 Muskies, and Central will probably go for 2 here.
Yeah, and that was a great block on the edge by the wide receiver for Davenport Central. He set the edge for the cornerback. He can't get outside, and I know Coach Schultz preaches outside containment on those cornerbacks, and we just weren't able to get outside, and Central was able to score a touchdown.
Burton rolls to his right. He's going to pitch it this time. And Hazlett down. Nice open field tackle for the Muskies by Frankie. Great play to stop the 2-point conversion. 6:38 to go in the first. It's 14-12. Muskies, you're listening to Muskie Football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, Brian Mussehl and Jake Mussehl. Opening night at Muscatine Community Stadium next week will be here when the Muskies entertain Iowa City West. Ben Nitzel will be in the box as my partner. It's a pleasure to have Jake here tonight. His first ever experience in the box. You having fun, Jake?
I am. Truly humbled, honored of doing it. I appreciate Tony and Brian for letting me do this. And hopefully you guys will be listening to me more, but definitely great. Coach Ben Nitzel is back at it. We're glad to have him back with Brian.
Colin Gwynn is deep for the Muskies, along with Jake Meyer. Shook will kick off for Central. And there's the kick, and this one's going to go to Glenn at about the 8-yard line. He's at 15, 20, 25, 30. Hit hard and dropped right there. A nice stick by Xavier Williams for the Blue Devils. The Muskies will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. They've had the ball twice. They've scored twice.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by Xavier Williams. He just flied to the ball, flied to the person, was able to wrap up. Great pursuit tackle, head up, right onto the ground.
Great sponsors, of course, for the game tonight. Hy-Vee, Next Gen Motors, Ed Morse. You got some more there, Jake?
We do. CBI Bank and Trust, Bridgestone Bandag, Big Cat Energy, Midwest One Bank, Hanson Chiropractic.
There's Ryland over the left side. Ryland over the 35 to about the 37. A nice 7-yard gain on first down.
And last but not least, a great sponsor of ours as well, Members Community Credit Union.
Thank you for making this broadcast possible. I hope you're listening and watching us on the Huddle app and on YouTube. This is being streamed right now on both those sites. More news to follow for next week's game. Hopefully there's going to be another avenue to watch this thing. Second down, and we'll call it about 3 from the 37-yard line. And there's Ryland again over the right side, 40, and he's going to get the first down out near the 42. A nice tackle by Sampica for the Blue Devils. And it's first down Muskies. Keep grinding those chains and getting first downs.
Yeah, that was a great tackle, but as the Muskies are doing, we're getting first downs, we're moving the chains, keeping the clock rolling. Great start to the first quarter here. Again, a lot of touchdowns, but this Muskie offense has got the ground game going.
Curtis under center. 3 backs right behind him, and this one's going to go to Wade. Wade, powerful running over the 45 to the 48. He's going to gain 6. You get 5 or 6 every crack on first down. Boy, it makes this game easy. Second down and 4 Muskies from their own 48.
Yeah, if you get 6-7 yards, you really like your chances on almost every play here. Great run, downhill run. Put the head down, lower your shoulder. Go get a few extra yards, and that's exactly what Wade did.
4:49 and ticking in the first quarter. If you just joined us, the Muskies lead 14-12, and there's been a lot of big plays in this one early on. What a night of football. Ryland, Wade, and Meyer in the backfield behind Curtis, and the Muskies jump there, and it's going to push it back 5 yards. That'll bring up second down and 9.
This is a costly penalty. You need to keep them to a minimum here.
False start for the Muskies. I want to mention this is Mike Truitt's first game as the Muskie head varsity football coach. Been a long time assistant coach here at Muscatine. He was excited, got the job, got a great staff. We'll mention some of the coaches' names here as the broadcast goes on. Curtis gets a snap. Rolls out to his right, looks downfield, got a man complete to Raker over midfield, 45-40, and inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line. That's going to be a 20-yard pitch and catch.
Curtis with a great pitch and catch to Raker. Moving the chains, getting on their side of the territory. Let's get this one in the end zone.
Great play call. Boy, you got a big target like that. And good-looking athlete is Raker. First and 10 Muskies on the Blue Devil 38-yard line. Clock under 4 here in the first quarter. Muskies 3-back set behind Glenn's in the backfield now. This one's going to go to Meyer over the right side, and he's spun down at about the 35. He'll gain 3. It'll be second and 7.
Bounce it to the outside. Got a couple yards here. Again, we'll take 3-4 yards every single time.
You know, and this offense, when it's clicking, can really just break the heart of a defense because they just keep coming at you with a different back. You're not sure where it's coming from. And the Muskie O-line, you got to give them credit. They're doing a great job controlling the line of scrimmage right now. And a lot of games are won up front. The Muskies are winning it right now at the line of scrimmage. Curtis under center. He's going to give it inside. Glenn, he's got a hole. 30, cuts it outside. Oh, he trips up and he's down. But he's going to get a first down just shy of the 26-yard line. A nice run there.
Great run. He was one shoelace away from a touchdown there, Brian.
Just a sophomore, Colin Gwynn.
Calling the 27, and that's another Muskie first down.
First and 10 Muskies. Going to call it the 27-yard line. Glenn, Meyer, and Wade in the backfield. And this one's going to go to Meyer over the right side, inside the 20, and spins down at about the 17-yard line. He may have a first down. Just short, probably a gain of 9. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Looks
2:10 and ticking in the first.
Looks like they're a half a yard short here. The way they've been running the ball in the first quarter, they should be able to pick this up pretty smoothly.
Muskies lead 14-12. On the doorstep for another score. 2nd down and 1. Curtis gives a Meyer again over the right side. He's going to get a first down inside the 15. And they'll spot it at the 14. First down, Muskies.
Exactly what they wanted to do. Set the chains up, get a new set of downs here. Great running right on the right side here by your tight end. It looks like they've been following him a lot lately, going to that right side with that tight end front on the right.
First down, Muscatine on the central 14-yard line. Glenn in the backfield along with Meyer, and this one's going to go to Meyer over the right side inside the 10, breaks a tackle inside the 5, and he's going to be brought down right at the 5. He's going to gain 9.
Yeah, and Davenport Central had it stuffed up in the backfield, but what a run, way to break 2 tackles and gain a few yards there.
2nd down and short. About a yard to go. Inside the 5. This drive started back on the 30-yard line. Muskie's last scoring drive was 71 yards. And Gavin Wade finished that one off with a 9-yard touchdown run. Ryland's got a touchdown run. Wade's got one. Let's see who gets this one. Curtis under center. And this one's going to be Meyer over the right side. He down near the goal line. And he's just short. Boy, the offensive line getting some great push, Jake. And it's 1st and goal, Muskies on the 1-yard line.
Yes, they are.
Inside the 1.
And we talked about it earlier in the game. The keys to success was, again, winning the line of scrimmage up front. And so far, this Muscatine offense has done that. This O-line has done it. And you got to love it, especially coming from me, from a former O-lineman.
Curtis under center. Gets it. Bobbles a snap, but he picks it up. I don't know if he got in, and I think he stopped short. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter. We've played 1 quarter, and the Muskies lead Central 14-12. You're listening to Muskie Football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, Brian Mussehl, Jake Mussehl. What a quarter in the books. The Muskies lead 14-12. The Muscatine Muskies on the first play by Davenport Central. They fumbled the snap, and there was a big sack, and Raker recovered it on the 6-yard line after a procedure call. The Muskies went 11 yards in 3 plays, capped off by a Seth Ryland 7-yard touchdown run. The ensuing kickoff was run back 96 yards by Carson Williams. PAT no good, 10:21 left. The Muskies led 7-6. The Muskies then went 71 yards in 8 plays. Gavin Wade punched it in from 9 yards out, and they led 14-6. Then Central, after another large kickoff return, went 44 yards on the second play from scrimmage, and it's 14-12. First play, and there's a sneak touchdown, Muskies. Just like that, it looks like Gage Curtis sneaks it in from 1 yard out, and the Muskies opened the second quarter with a touchdown.
Yeah, great QB sneak. Gage Curtis for a touchdown. Again, fireworks are starting early second quarter. This first half, we've seen touchdowns. Let's see what Coach Schultz has coming up on this defensive drive here, and let's see if we can stop him here.
Romo for the PAT. And the kick is good. 11:56 to go in the first half, and the Muskies lead 21-12. You're listening to Muskie Football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, 70-yard drive there for the Muskies. And they've had the football 3 times. They've scored every time they've had it. And it was capped off by Gage Curtis. Quarterback sneak from 1 yard out. PAT was good, and the Muskies lead 21-12 with 11:56 to go. Here in the second quarter, Romo to kick. Looks like Cortez is deep, and he's going to get it over the shoulder, drops it, picks it up on the 9, and he's out over the 20, and he's taken down on a great open field tackle that time by the Muskies. And that looked like Nico Arceo on the stop.
Yeah, great tackle by Nico. He just ran down the field, got him right about at the 22, missed bobble by Davenport Central there, and we were able to clean it up nicely.
Jake, and we have not seen Williams since his 96-yard touchdown run, so I don't know if he got injured. Well, as I say that,
Looks
now
like
he
he's
trots
back
out on
in.
the field. He was the star of their game a week ago. Burton gets it. He gives to Williams over the left side. He cuts it up inside, and the Muskies stack it up. Nowhere to go this time as they bottle him up at the 25, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, great tackle by our defense. They got 3 yards here. I would be wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of Williams here, even though he just checked out of the game.
Burton in the backfield. And there's a give this time over the right side. What a play on the edge. It looked like Raker blew that thing up as the handoff went to Hazlett. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, edge rusher Raker got his hands off of the right tackle there, was able to get to the running back right away. Lost it down there. Love it.
2-yard loss. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9, and this is a huge down for the Muskie defense. 10:50 and ticking. First half, 21-12 Muskies. Burton gets a snap, back to pass, sets his feet, looks, going to fire downfield. Muskie's got a guy there. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought we might have a pick there as number 2 for the Muskies. Riesenberg was in position there. Ball just got deflected, but it's incomplete, and the Blue Devils will punt.
Yeah, he was set up in a great position to catch that ball. Just tipped over his hands. But nonetheless, you got 4th down, and it looks like they're punting here, so Muskie should get the ball back.
Shook will punt. The Muskies have Glenn way back, standing on his 32-yard line. Flags are still, not a lot of wind tonight. Central runs a player on late. Play clock, plenty of time. There's still 5 seconds left. There's a snap in the boot, and it's a low helicopter kick bouncing at the 45, and this one's going to continue to roll. A big roll for Central inside the 30 to the 28. So a 49-yard punt, no return. So good punt for the Blue Devils. 10:29 to go here in the half.
Yeah, beautiful evening there. Again, no clouds in sight.
night.
I know it's dark. I do want to give a shout-out to my former teammate who's watching this broadcast, Jackson Falk, Trip, the microwave, whatever you want to call him, back in high school. Glad that they're listening and watching this Muskie football team.
Jack, got any predictions for the Iowa beatdown at Columbus this year? Is he going to bring that up? Or
I hope so. He was wearing a Terrell Pryor jersey the other day.
wow,
I mean,
that takes us back.
yeah.
Curtis under center, 1st down Muskies. This is going to Meyer over the right side. Fumble, ball on the ground, and I think the Blue Devils have it. Boy, a big hit there by Central. and the ball's on the ground. The Muskies are going to turn this one over. It'll be 1st and 10 Blue Devils on the Muskie 31-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it just came off of his hands a little bit different. Got to keep the ball. No turnovers here. That's all right. Let's get our defense going. Let's see what we can do. Let's stop them and get the ball right back.
Jake Meyer, tough runner. Tough runner. That's a tough break for the Muskies, but he'll redeem himself. Good player. 1st down, Blue Devils on the Muskie 31-yard line. Burton comes out with Hazlett in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers to the left and a single to the right. Burton back to pass, flares it out. Got a man, it's complete down near the 20-yard line. That looks like Jonathan Ingram.
Yes, it was. Yep. Great
Inside
pitch.
the 20 to the 19, that's going to be a 1st down.
Great pitch and catch to get that 1st down. Looks like Central here is moving the chains. See if we can put a stop together here. Let's see what Coach Schultz can come up with, and let's get the ball back.
Burton with Alex Ingram in the backfield. Option left. Burton's going to keep it. Boy, he's a big kid, and he runs over a would-be tackler at the 15 down to the 14. You know, Burton, that's a big high school quarterback, Jake. 6'2", 215.
He definitely has a big frame. It looks like he's lefty. Kind of gets after it. You know, looks like he's very physical. But, yeah, definitely wide frame. And see what he can do up here.
Williams in the backfield now. There's a high snap. Williams is going to take it. It was over the quarterback's head, and the Muskies going to throw him for a loss. So he's going to lose a couple yards on a errant snap there.
Yeah, Central got saved there. Williams was lucky. He was paying attention right behind Burton. Was Williams to catch that ball. Otherwise, that was going to be behind both of them, and Muskies could have had a chance to recover that ball.
We're going to call it 3rd down and 6 from outside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, the Muskie defense got an opportunity to rise here, and they are swarming to the football. I'm impressed with how they're really going after the football. And now we got a timeout, Davenport Central. Let's mention some of the staff here for the Muskies. Been talking about Coach Truitt, of course, first year. Matt Fillmore, one of the assistants. He's been around the program, as well as Caleb Haney. Joey Krieger, Bryce Leitner, the offensive coordinator, Scotty Mock. Been with the Muskie program for a long time. Mark Rush as well. Matt Schultz, the defensive coordinator. Matt's been around a long time. And Luke Torelli, want to mention a couple of other guys. Todd Parsons, part of the staff. And welcome back to Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson's part of the staff. Again, Tom's been around for a long, long time. These guys are dedicated to the kids.
They truly are. They're all about the kids. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. These guys are going to turn into nice young men after high school.
Twins left, single to the right, Hazlett and Burton. Burton back to pass, sets his feet, fires over the middle, incomplete. Overshot his man, Riesenberg, with great coverage. Frankie, and I don't know what that flag's all about.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get Riesenberg on a maybe block in the back, or pushed off his back. That was kind of a late flag, but let's see what happens here.
Often pass interference on the Muskies.
It looks like Riesenberg just had his hands on his back a little bit too long as when the ball was coming, kind of pushed off of him, and the wide receiver was able to fall to the ground. And I think that's where it was called. I don't think if that wide receiver fell, I don't think they would have seen it. But nonetheless, 1st down, and let's see if we can get a stop here on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line now. Burton, Ebling in the backfield with him. And it's going to go to Ebling straight up the gut, and Powers nowhere to go, maybe gained a yard. Frankie in on the stop. Boy, he's a tough player.
He is a tough player. He just dove right in the A gap and was able to stuff that.
Ball down to the 5. We'll call it a gain of 2. 2nd down and goal from the 5. 8:28 and ticking. The Muskies lead 21-12 here in the first half. Hazlett now with Burton in the backfield. Ingram split wide right. And there's Hazlett getting the carry, cuts it up inside. He's going to gain a yard or 2, but it's going to bring up a big 3rd down and goal now.
Yeah, great tackle, again, by Alec Raker, who got in. on the right edge, cut inside of your left tackle, and was able to stuff that play. So we got 3rd and goal now. Let's see if we can get a stop.
3rd down and goal. Blue Devils on the Muskie 4-yard line. After a turnover, they started this drive on the Muskie 31-yard line. The Muskies thought they had a hold, but there was a pass interference call on the last 3rd down play. Burton gives to Williams over the left side. He cuts the outside. He's going to walk into the end zone with that speed, and it's a touchdown, Blue Devils. 7:33 left in the second quarter, and Central cuts the lead to 21-18.
Yeah, untouched Carson Williams. They didn't really use him a lot that drive, but they used him a couple times, and when it did, it counted. It looks like he's already got his 2nd touchdown on the day.
And there's the PAT attempt, and this one is good. 7:33 to play in the first half. Muskies 21, Central 19. You're listening to Muskie Football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, Brian Mussehl, Jake Mussehl. We're streaming live on Huddle and on YouTube. And you can hear us anywhere you want in the nation. We've got people in Florida listening to us tonight. Say hello to Tom Anderson. Tom, how you doing?
Yes,
thanks for checking in. We appreciate you supporting the Muskies down in Altamont Springs. I want to thank our sponsors, Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, CBI Bank and Trust, Ed Morse Automotive, Bridgestone Bandag, Next Gen Motors. Shook approaches the kickoff. This one's going to be taken by Wade at the 5. He's out to the 15. Actually, it's Meyer. He's over the 20, 35, 30, and bumped out of bounds. The 37-yard line. Great return by Jake Meyer. Big Cat Energy, Midwest One Bank, Hanson Chiropractic, Community Bank and Trust, Fairway, and Members Community Credit Union. Hanson Chiropractic, got to give a shout-out. Jeff Hanson, the Bone Crusher, celebrated a birthday the other day. So if you see him around town, wish him a happy birthday.
Yeah, that was a great run by Meyer to start here. Looks like we got our offense in good position here. Let's get a good drive going together. Let's get up 6 points here and get close to this halftime.
Muskies. And now we've got a timeout. Muscatine right after the kick. Muskies had Riesenberg in a tailback that time. It's the first time I've seen him in there tonight, along with Ryland and Wade. So they're keeping some fresh legs out there. Riesenberg, of course, playing both ways, playing defense and doing a great job out there at corner.
Yeah, it's good to see Ryland back in. I know he was shooken up last drive. You kind of saw him hobbling and going to Nicole. I want to give a shout-out to Nicole Calvert, great athletic trainer. He's been here for a long time, helped me forever, helped a lot of people and these young kids, men and women. It's an awesome thing that this Muscatine community has someone like Nicole.
Nicole Calvert, is there a better one in the business?
I don't think there is.
She's unbelievable. She really is.
Unless I say it to her face.
First and 10 Muskies. Their own 37-yard line. Curtis gives to Ryland over the right side, and he's out over the 45-yard line. A good run of 8 on first down. 2nd and 2 Muskies.
It's kind of hard to watch these two teams, these offensive play. You don't know who's getting the ball because they set up in that wing T. They got two fullbacks and that running back. So kind of that's the purpose of this offense is kind of to hide who's getting that ball.
That's why your old man uses the binoculars, so I can see these things. Curtis under center. This one goes to Ryland again, and he bounces it outside, breaks a tackle, cuts up inside, and he's going to be real close to the first down. Boy, great effort there by Seth Ryland, right at the sticks, and we'll see where they mark this.
Davenport Central had him dead in the rights, but Ryland just made a couple of cutbacks, a missed tackle, and was able to get close to those chains.
I think he's just short based on the spot, but we'll see.
Well, they're bringing the sticks out here, so let's see if we got it.
Stretching it out. And it's going to be short.
Looks just a little short. I don't know. They might be moving the ball a little bit back, but.
Third down and inches for the Muskies on their own 47-yard line. Beautiful night for football. Beautiful stadium here in Muscatine. Boy, the Muscatine Muskies. Great new softball facility, the baseball facility, the Van Heck Center. They're working on great new athletic addition to Susan Clark Junior High, and, of course, this Muscatine football stadium. Kids, no matter what you do, if you want an opportunity in the athletic department or anywhere in this high school, there's all kinds of opportunities.
Surely is
Participate in something, anything.
Even Tom Brunner Field.
Oh, and there's a Muskies jump there on third down and inches. And that's going to cost them 5 and make it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I think Muscatine had a hard count on there. I think they were going to try to go on 2, and just a few guys just jumped on 1, and that happens. But let's refocus, regroup. Let's see if we can get this first down here.
3rd down and 5 Muskies. Ryland and Meyer behind Curtis. Curtis gets it, gives to Ryland. He's swallowed up immediately, and down he goes. Big number 0, Connor Jones with the initial contact, and it's going to be 4th down. Muskies have an injured player.
Great defensive stop by Connor Jones. Just plugged up that middle, that A gap, and was able to get Ryland down right away.
And I believe it's Andy Frankie on the ground. Go ahead, Jake. What do we got for sponsorships?
Again, we just want to shout out the great sponsors. We appreciate you guys. Start off with Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, CBI Bank and Trust, Ed Morris Automotive Group. A few of my co-workers are also watching. Grant, Edkin, and Keith. Shout out to them. Bridgestone Bandag, Next Gen Motors. You got Big Cat Energy, Midwest One Bank, Hanson Chiropractic, Community Bank and Trust, Fairway, and Members Community Credit Union. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors and everybody who's watching this Muskie football.
It is Andy Frankie for the Muskies. That'd be a big loss. He's limping, but he's laughing, so that tells me he's coming back.
Yeah, looks
One
like
tough kid.
He's getting up on his own. Nicole will get him right here, and he'll get back in it. He's a tough guy. I know he'll be back. 4th
down for the Muskies. Curtis steps back. Now he'll punt from a short formation. High snap, and the kick gets away. He gets it away. Over Williams had a good punt, and it's going to drop inside the 30 and be down to actually right at the 30-yard line. 5:50 to play in the half. The Muskies lead 21-19, and the defense really needs to hold here, as the Muskies had a lot of momentum just a little bit ago. Central took it back with a turnover.
Folks, it looks like it's elementary school night here tonight for the football event. Muscatine Community School District elementary students getting for free for tonight's game. We're having a salute to service, recognizing local military, police, fire, sheriff, and EMT.
Burton gives to Hazlett, and he's stacked up right in the middle of the field. Great play for the Muskies by Cash Hodges. Boy, he stuffed him at the line of scrimmage, probably threw him for a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down 11 now for Blue Devils. Hodges with a huge play.
Great play by Hodges. Was able to get that guard off of him and was able to get in the backfield and stuff that run up. Here comes Williams again.
Burton barks out the signals. He's going to give it to Williams over the right side. He cuts it up over the 35 to about the 36, so they're going to mark it right at the 35. We'll call it a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Blue Devils. Call it 3rd and 4 at the 36. 7-yard run.
Good run here. It looks like a 3rd and 5, you call it. Let's see if we can get him here and get him back with the ball here before half.
Williams and Burton in the backfield. Twins left. Ingram right. Burton, he's going to roll right. Play was going the other way. Oh, the Muskies stack it up. Boy, great play on the edge for the Muskies. Number 18 on the initial stop, Brady Franklin. Big play by the outside linebacker DN there, and the Muskies are going to hold. It'll be 4th and 3. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Glenn will go back to receive the kick.
Great initial tackle by Franklin. Gotta love it. There was all Muskies swarmed to that ball on that play.
There's Shook. Oh, there's a punt off to the left side. And this one's going to be a short kick. And the Muskies going to get great field position here. It's going to be down to the 40-yard line. So a very short kick, 23-yard punt. Muskies, great opportunity here to get some points before the half. 3:49 to play in the half. 21-19 Muscatine. First down on their own 40.
Yeah, great field position to hopefully close this out. Again, let's tack on these first downs. Let's get this touchdown. Let's close this out before the first half and go up 28-19 here.
Andy Frankie just sprinted back out of the field, so he's okay.
That's good news for the Muskies.
Ryland, Meyer, and Wade behind Curtis. Curtis gives us one, and this one's going to be Wade, and he goes over the 45 to about the 46 before Williams takes him down. A gain of 6, 2nd and 4 Muskies.
Yeah, great run by Wade. I think it was just one more guy. If he would have broke that tackle, he would have been close to going to the house there.
Call it a gain of 7, 2nd down and a long 3.
Again, great push up front. O-line's doing so far a great job in this first half here. Keep pushing those defensive line, making sure they get on their linebackers and see if we can get some more yards.
Same formation for the Muskies. And there's a pitch out of the outside, and this one's going to go to Meyer, and he gets tossed, spun down at the 49. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Muskies.
Yeah, it looks like an outside pitch. Missed Curtis with a nice pitch to the outside by Wade. Got a couple yards here. Let's get this first down going, and again, let's see if we can close this out in this first half here.
3rd and 1 Muskies. Big play here of the half on their own 49-yard line. Oh, and it's blown up in the backfield. Is shot through a cannon there. They saw it coming. Number 21 for Central. Xavier Williams blew that play up, and it's going to be a loss of 3. I'm going to say a loss of 2 to the 47. It'll be 4th down now and about 3 for the Muskies.
Awesome play by Williams. He was able to stuff that outside. They were running left. He knew what was coming, was able to get a loss on that play here. Let's see what the Muskies can do. Let's get this first down.
Muskies will probably go back and punt this if they shift out of that formation.
Looks like they're going
going for it. There's a give over the right side. He's got some room, and he gets a first down over midfield. A nice run by Meyer. Good open field tackle by Central, but Meyer had the edge and got the first down. That's a gutsy call on 4th and 3.
It was, but the way the O-line has been playing this first half, why not?
You bet.
Got to love it. Coach Truitt. Come out, great play, great first down. Move the chains. Got a minute 20 going. We need a score here.
Big decision for the first-year head coach, and it pays off. 1st and 10 in Blue Devil territory at the 49. Curtis gives this one all. It's blown up in the backfield this time as Myers going nowhere. Charlie Ebeling, the big stuff at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 5 back to the 46.
Yeah, and they stuffed that right off the get-go. Again, they know the Central team knows this Muskie team's going to run. They just don't know what side and who's going to get it. But on that play, they had all 11 swarming to the ball. It was a great tackle, great play by Davenport Central.
Muskies have 2 timeouts left. Clock ticking under 40 seconds here. And they lead 21-19. Curtis under center. He's going to give this one. There's an inside handoff that time to Meyer. And he's slung to the turf at the 49. Gain of a couple. I think the Muskies are going to let this clock run out and go into the locker room with the lead of 21-19 and be happy with that.
A great play again by Davenport Central here. Looks like we're going to close it out in the first half.
Folks, we played a half. It's 21-19 Muskies over Davenport Central. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back and talk to you about an Ed Morris promotion for a field goal and give you some halftime stats. You're listening to Muskie Football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium. And Jake, you want to talk a little bit about this 40-yard field goal promotion? Joey Krieger from Ed Morris is out there right now.
Yeah, great promotion that Ed Morris Automotive Group has going on. Definitely by Joey Krieger, who started this whole thing. So what's going on? We had one lucky candidate was able to be drawn to try to kick a 40-yard field goal for $7,500 cash.
Oh, pretty good kick.
Kick was up, was close.
Yeah. Tell you what, if that was 30 yards, Joey'd be writing a check right now.
Writing a check, yes, yes.
So a great promotion by Ed Morris, a great sponsor of Muskie football, and always the Krieger family, now Ed Morris, has been a great supporter of the Muscatine community for many, many, many years. Thank you. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Muskie Football. We'll get some halftime stats as the mighty Muskie Marching Band is coming out to entertain, and we'll let you listen in on some of that as well. You're listening to Muskie Football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, Brian Mussehl, Jake Mussehl, the Muscatine Muskies lead Davenport Central 21-19 at the half. The scoring started off as the Muskies kicked off to start this game, and on the very first possession by Central, they fumbled the football on a quarterback snap, or a sack, and it was recovered by Raker for the Muskies on the 6-yard line. There was a procedure call, so the Muskies had it back to the 11. They had first down and goal. 3 plays later, a touchdown run by Seth Ryland of 7 yards, 10:36 to play. PAT was good, and the Muskies led 7-0. The ensuing kickoff was returned 96 yards for a touchdown by Carson Williams, big player for Central, and the extra point was no good. So 15 seconds later, it was 7-6 Muscatine, 10:21 to play in the first. The Muskies next got the ball after the kickoff at their own 29-yard line after a nice return by Glenn. They went 71 yards in 8 plays, and Gavin Wade capped it off with a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Muskies' PAT was good. They led 14-6 with 7:25 to go in the first. Central then, on another big kick return, they've had a couple of big explosive kick returns down to the Muskie 44. 2 plays later, there was an Alex Ingram 44-yard touchdown run, and the extra point again failed as they went for 2. The Muskies led 14-12, 6:38 left in the first quarter. No other scoring in the first quarter. Second quarter, the very first play of the second quarter, Gage Curtis for the Muskies punched in a touchdown run of 1 yard on 3rd down and goal from about the 1-foot line. The Muskies went 11 plays, 70 yards, and they led 21-12 after the PAT. Central, after a Muscatine fumble, went 31 yards in 7 plays, and was capped off by Carson Williams' 4-yard touchdown run. PAT good, 7:33 to play in the first half, and the Muskies led 21-19. There was no other scoring throughout the remainder of the first half, and that's where we sit here at the half. Team stats: Muscatine 8 first downs, Central 3. Rushing yards, the Muscatine 29 carries, 133 yards. Central 12 carries, 49 yards. Neither team really threw the ball much. Muscatine 1 out of 2, 19 yards. Central 1 out of 3, 12 yards. The Muskies with 152 total yards. Central was 61. The leaders in rushing for the Muskies: Ryland 10 carries, 63 yards. Meyer 11 carries, 37 yards. And Wade 5 carries, 24 yards. Ingram, the leading rusher for the Blue Devils, the 44-yard touchdown run, his only carry, and he had 44 yards rushing. So there you have it. At the half, the Muskies lead 21-19, and now we're going to let you be entertained by the mighty Muskie Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the mighty Muskie Marching Band. You're listening to Muskie football, and it's halftime. The Muskies lead the Central Blue Devils 21-19. Brian Mussehl and Jake Mussehl proud to be bringing you all the action live from Muscatine Community Stadium. We're going to take another timeout, and we'll be back with second half action. You're listening to Muskie football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, Brian Mussehl, Jake Mussehl, opening night, home opening night for the Muscatine Muskies. 0-1 coming into this one, Central 1-0. Muskies looking for the home opening win and their first win of the season. And we're proud to bring you Muskie football live streaming and the school system taking it over this year. And you can listen to us on the Huddle app, watch us on the Huddle app, YouTube TV, and soon to be MPW. Not sure how that's going tonight, Jake. Haven't really heard any feedback, but that's coming. I want to thank some of our many, many sponsors. It's amazing, really, this thing got put together. And in a short time, this Muscatine community reached out. They couldn't wait to be a part to help out the school systems and be a sponsor for these Muskie football games this year. Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, CBI Bank and Trust, Ed Morse Automotive, Bridgestone Bandag, Next Gen Motors of Muscatine, Big Cat Energy, Midwest One Bank, Hanson Chiropractic, Community Bank and Trust, Fairway, and Members Community Credit Union. Thank you. Folks, everybody listening here, some of you support some or all of these places. Tell them thank you for being a part of this because it is a big deal. And, you know, we're a community with one school system, one school district, and it's important we all stick together and support that. And Muscatine is blessed to have tremendous sponsorships throughout this community. And if you're interested in sponsoring, you can reach out to Tony Loconsole, and he'll hook you up. He'll figure this out for you. And we'll talk about you as much as we can while we're giving you the outstanding fun. We have the fun up here, Jake. We just get to call the football game, and we see all the jackets being put down. It's a nice, cool, refreshing night, and it's kind of nice to sit up here and still have shorts on.
Yeah, I can't complain. I can't complain. That's kind of where my alley is at. You know, nice little T-shirt, shorts, in the booth, sitting down, watching a good old-fashioned football game on a Friday night.
Big weekend, of course. State of Iowa, Iowa State tomorrow at Kinnick Stadium. I've never made it a secret. I'm a huge Hawkeye fan. So,
And with that, because we can agree together, because soon you're about to have Coach Ben Nitzel go Bears on Sunday.
Opening
They're
weekend.
back. I'm
Yeah.
sure Coach Nitzel is watching the Packers right now. Don't know what that score is, but at least my father and I can agree on
I haven't
something.
looked at that. What is that score? Anybody want to let us know? Please?
Fly Eagles fly
Text me.
tonight.
Yeah, fly Eagles fly. We don't want to tick off you Packer fans, but being a Bear fan,
Fortunate.
you know
news.
how we feel.
It's 19-14 with 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Who's winning?
Green Bay is up.
Okay.
And another fortunate news for people that can hear, it looks like the Indiana Fever lost to the Minnesota Lynx
Ooh.
by 11, 99-88.
Tough one. There's the opening kick of the second half, and it's going to be Glenn on the run-up at the 12. He's at the 20, gets to the edge, 25-30, 35, and wrestled out of bounds over the 35. A great return, and he's had a couple of them. Colin Glenn, just a sophomore. And, boy, he's got a bright future on a gridiron here for the Muskies.
Yeah, great, bright future. Great turn outside run. Get close to flip this other side of the field. Let's get a good start, good drive here to start the third quarter, and let's get it going.
Muskies take over first down on their own 38-yard line to start this drive. And it'd be great to get an opening score. 3 backs behind Curtis. Then there's the give inside, and this one's going to go to Meyer. And he's out over the 45 to about the 46, and that's a great run of 8 on first down.
Yeah, great downhill run right behind the center, in between the guard and the center there, right in the A gap. Meyer put his head down, moved close to moving the chains here, getting a first down.
2nd and 2 Muskies, just over the 45. Curtis gives to Meyer again. He's hit hard, but he's going to get the first down at the 49. Boy, it's a tough run, and boy, he paid the price. As Central looks like Carson Williams, not just an electric with the ball in his hand. Boy, he delivered the lumber that time.
Yeah, Muskies ran the exact same play, and Carson Williams knew where it was coming. Got a few yards, got the first down, which is awesome, but big hit by Carson Williams.
1st and 10 Muskies, their own 49. 11 minutes to play, third quarter. Muskies lead 21-19. Muskie offensive line did a great job. The Muskies ran for 129 yards in the first half. There's the handoff again. Meyer left side this time, and he fights his way down to the 46. He's going to gain about 5. We'll call it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, good run again. It looks like we're trying to break it off on both right side and left side. Earlier in the first half, they were going right off to the left side there, right behind their big tight end, Alec Raker. And it looks like they're switching up and going both sides of the field now.
Second down, 5 Muskies. Blue Devil 46-yard line. Curtis under center. Muskies off balance line. And there's a give this time, and it's going to be Wade over the left side. And he's cartwheeled down at about the 42, maybe the 41. Could be close to the first down. And it is a first down as they're moving the sticks. Gain of 5. 2 5-yard chunks, and the Muskies 2 first downs to start the second half.
Yeah, I love that play, too. You saw Ryland getting out there and blocking the guy, and I know a good thing, too, that coaches preach. If you're going to block for someone, I promise you they're going to block for you, and it's a good thing. So I'm sure these running backs, fullbacks are seeing that and going to help each other.
Muskies. Unbalanced line once again. This time it's Meyer over the right side. He bounces it outside. He's swallowed up, though, as Central, as Williams in pursuit along with Ingram. And that was a loss of 1 on the play. Ebling also in the stop. So Blue Devils pursued that one well. And it's going to be second down and 11 Muskies on the Blue Devil 42.
Great play by Davenport Central's defense. They stuffed it up. Came hard on the left side there. Was able to get a loss.
Second and 11. Curtis under center. This one's going to Ryland straight up the gut. He's inside the 40. to about the 39. We're going to call it a gain of 3. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Got a few yards back here. Now let's see what we can set up here down on 3rd and 8.
Muskies could be in 4-down territory here. Curtis does a nice job of running this offense, Jake.
He really has. He has been a true leader out there, taking command of this offense, getting the plays from Coach Truitt.
Muskie's unbalanced once again, heavy right. And there's Curtis. Play action, rolls to his left, rushes on. Now he runs out of it. Curtis at the 40, cuts it up 35, and he gets a nice gain. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but I'm sure the Muskies will go for it here. That was all Gage Curtis there.
That truly was. Davenport Central had it sniffed out here. They knew that the quarterback kept it, and great play by Curtis just to gain a few yards, and looked like it's 4th and manageable. Looks like Coach Truitt just called in a play here for Curtis. Let's see if they can get this 1st down.
4th down and 2 Muskies on the Central 33-yard line. Muskies have burned 4.5 minutes off the clock here in the 3rd on their opening drive. Muskies are 3 backs behind Curtis on 4th and 2. And this one's going to go to Meyer, and he's swallowed up for a loss. They're not going to get it. He loses 2 back to the 35, and a turnover on downs. Central will take over 1st down on their own 35. So the Muskies had a promising drive, punched out a couple of 1st downs, couldn't get the 3rd one, and Central takes over.
Yeah, great play by Davenport Central. They stuffed it. They looks like we tried to go right in the A gap. They were there. Linebackers came close, crashing in, and it looks like the safety, Carson Williams, came down there as well.
Burton in the backfield. Williams joins him. And there's a give on the end around to number 25 this time, and that's Sampica. And he's tackled on a great open field play, Riesenberg. Boy, he's a tough DB. He came up and stuck him a gain of 2, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8.
And Coach Schultz is going to love that. He had outside contain, Riesenberg did, and was able to not let him get outside the numbers and was able to get only 3 yards on the play. Great play by the defense here by our cornerback, Riesenberg. And let's get a stop here.
2nd and 8. You mentioned Coach Schultz. There's not a guy around that loves football more than Matt Schultz. Burton. He gives us one inside Ingram. Ingram powers it over the 40 to about the 41. It'll be 3rd and 4. Short gain of 4 that time. Big opportunity here again for the Muskie defense.
I didn't know that was gold trim on Coach Schultz's sleeves. I thought he was going sleeveless there tonight. But it looks like he actually does have some sleeves on tonight.
Yeah, he'd like to go sleeveless, I'm sure. It's kind of too cold for him probably tonight.
He'll toughen it out.
I'm kidding. 3rd and 4. There's Burton back to pass, sets his feet, fires downfield. He's got a man, overshoots him at the 25-yard line. And the Muskies hold. It'll be 4th and 4, and that'll bring up a punting situation for the Blue Devils. 5:53 to play in the 3rd, and the Muskies lead 21-19. Shook will be in the punt, and Glenn is going to be back single safety on about his own 25-yard line.
Yeah, just about had him there. That was a good throw. Just a little bit overthrown, about a yard farther than where his wide receiver was.
There's a high snap. Shook gets rid of a low punt on a hop, and Glenn retreats, and he's going to get away from a smart play. And it's going to be down at about the 18-yard line. The Muskies will take over there for their 2nd possession here in the 3rd quarter. 5:45 to play in the 3rd, 21-19 Muskies. Those of you joining us at home, MPW Channel 2, hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Brian Mussehl, Jake Mussehl. Tony Tone has popped in to say hi. Gage Curtis under center. He's got Ryland right behind him. Back to passes. Curtis going to fire it downfield, and it's caught out of bounds. Incomplete, but a great pitch and catch as Sawyer Newsom went up and got that one, but couldn't get the toe down. Great throw, great catch. Just ran out of room.
Just short. Just one had a one-toe tap in. The other one was out on the white line, so good call by the ref. Great pitch and catch. Let's try to get a first down here.
Nice to see the Muskies take a pop there just to loosen up the defense a little bit because they're really running downhill with those safeties right now.
That was a good play call by Coach Truitt. Just couldn't connect. Again, just one little toe out on that white line.
And there's an inside handoff to Ryland. He busts it up. He's going to have big yards out over the 25 to about the 26. Gain of 7 or 8, and this is going to bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, that was a great run. Right behind Andy Frankie, number 53. He's been all over the field, offensive, defensive side of the ball. Right behind him, got him a good push. Got to get some good yards there.
And Frankie's a tough kid. 3rd down and 2 for the Muskies. Big play here for the offense to keep the sticks moving. Wade in the backfield with Ryland. Curtis on 3rd down. And now we've got a whistle and we've got a flag. And it's going to be a procedure call on the Muskies, and that'll make it 3rd and 7.
Keep these penalties to a minimum here. Let's tighten it up here in this 3rd quarter.
Especially on 3rd and 2, Jake, those 5-yarders are tough to overcome, in this offense because it's a 4 or 5 yard and then some big plays out of it, but it makes it more difficult on a 3rd and 2 procedure call to make it 3rd and 7. Let's see what they do here. Curtis under center. He rolls to his right, rushes on, throws down the middle of the field, incomplete. Overshoots his intended receiver, Brady Franklin, and the Muskies are going to have to kick this one away.
Yeah, they had the play set up there, just a little overthrown. Great try by Franklin trying to get up there and try to snag that.
4:32 to play in the 3rd. Muskies hanging on to a 21-19 lead. There's been no scoring since the 7:33 mark of the 2nd quarter. It's turned into a defensive struggle here.
Most definitely did not think this is how the game was going to go. We started off in the 1st quarter with 2 touchdowns right away, and now we're holding them.
4 TDs in the 1st quarter, in the first half of the 1st quarter. There's a punt, and it's going to take a Central bounce. So Central's going to take over great field position. 1st down now on the Muskie 36-yard line. 1st down, Blue Devils. Nice turnout for the Central fans tonight, too, Jake. A good crowd, a good student section. Got to give the Blue Devil high school fans credit. The Muskie crowd, of course, been terrific tonight.
They really have been. They showed out for their Muscatine Muskies here, and it's awesome to see.
Ingram in the backfield along with Burton. Ingram is going to get over the left side, and he's inside the 35, a short gain. As Riesenberg came up on the stop as well as Gavin Wade. Boy, Wade's a tough kid, too. Boy,
he really is.
Running the football, working downhill on defense. Ball on the 34-yard line, a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 Blue Devils on the Muskie 34. There's Burton. He gives this one over to Sampica. Boy, a great play that time for the Muskies. Nico Arceo tripped him up in the backfield, threw him for a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 10.
That was a great play by Nico. He kept his heels on the line of scrimmage, didn't pursue too far up the line of scrimmage there, and was able to make that great tackle. I know back in the day, Coach Tom Wilson would love that. I know that's what he preaches, keeps your heels right on the line of scrimmage. Don't go too far. That way that running back can cut back on you.
Here we go. We'll call it 3rd down and just under 10. Burton, option to the right, pitches it to Williams. He bobbles it. Muskies are there to stack him up. and take him down on a short gain. A whole host of Muskies in on the play that time. Arceo was there along with Newsom and big number 55, Cash Hodges, in pursuit. 4th down and 8 for the Muskie 34, and I'm sure they're going to go for this.
That was a great play by the Muskies defense. Again, it doesn't take just one person to tackle someone. It's going to take all 11 on the defensive side, and we saw all black jerseys swarming to the ball.
4th and 8, big opportunity for the Muskie defense to get off the field here. Burton and Ingram in the backfield. Burton, option left. He's going to keep it, and down he goes. He's not going to get there. He's going to get down to the 32, and the Muskies take over on downs. Great play by the Muskie defense.
Awesome series. I know Coach Schultz is going to be happy with that. Coach Truitt, great defensive stop. Let's get the ball going here. Let's get it to our fullbacks. You got Wade Meyer. You got Riesenberg, Ryland. Let's get them all to him. Let's score this touchdown here.
1st and 10 Muskies are on 32-yard line. The last scoring was at the 7:33 mark of the second quarter. Been all defense ever since. Curtis under center. He's going to give this one, and is swallowed up immediately by Central. This handoff went to Wade, and he's tackled for a loss in the backfield. At the 30, a loss of 2. Be 2nd and 12.
I'm sure at halftime both coaches on both sides were preaching stop the run, and it looks like Davenport Central has done that to start here in this third quarter. Same thing for our Muskie defense as well. It's going to might be a defensive battle here at the end of this fourth quarter coming up.
Key to this one, Jake, take care of the football and don't give it to them. Don't give them anything easy here. Unbalanced line to the right again for the Muskies. And there is a give inside Ryland. He's got some room over the 35, out over the 40, and he's going to get a first down to the 43. Seth Ryland with a gain of 13 and a big first down for the Muskies.
Good run by Ryland. You noticed, too, as soon as traffic got close to him, he put 2 hands on the ball, covered it up, made sure he doesn't fumble that.
Great run by Ryland. Muskies could use a couple more of those. And there's Curtis to Ryland. Down he goes this time. Nobody was going to fool him that time, and that's number 0. Connor Jones for Central with the stop. Going to lose a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Under a minute to play here in the third. No scoring in the third. The Muskies lead 21-19. Looking for their first win of the season and the first win for new head coach Mike Truitt tonight here at Muscatine Community Stadium.
It's only fitting to do it at home.
Coach Truitt. There's Curtis. He's going to give this one to Meyer. Meyer over the left side. Good run, and he's out over midfield to the 49 in Central Territory. We're going to call it a run of about 9. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, great outside run. You got a couple of guys. You got Frankie getting out there, blocking those cornerbacks and linebackers, as well as number 58, Huddleston. Both out there to protect his guy. Was able to get a good yards.
That'll be the last play of the third quarter, folks. We've played 3. The Muskies 21, the Blue Devils 19. You're listening to Muskie Football. Back in Muscatine Community Stadium, Brian Mussehl, Jake Mussehl, and the Muskies lead the Blue Devils 21-19.
Oh, we have a little bit of time here. Just want to give a shout out to our MHS Muskie cheerleading team and Muskie Palm. They're going to be here, I'm assuming, all home games, cheering on your Muskie football team.
Always get the crowd energized before and during the contest. Curtis under center, big third down play for the Muskie offense. And this one's going to go to Wade over the left side, and he's going to get stood up. He's short of the first down. Looks like no gain. It'll be 4th and 2 from the Blue Devil 49-yard line. There is an injured player for the Muskies down in the field. And I think it is Wade, the ball carrier. He took a good lick there.
He did take a good shot there.
Nicole Calvert is running out. And while that's going on, we want to mention again, as we've mentioned throughout the broadcast, and so proud to bring you Muskie football here. And our sponsors are just off the charts. Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, CBI Bank and Trust, Ed Morse Automotive, Bridgestone Bandag, Next Gen Motors, Big Cat Energy, Midwest One Bank, Hanson Chiropractic, Community Bank and Trust, Fairway, and Members Community Credit Union. Folks, when you shop and go to these places, tell them thank you for sponsoring Muskie football. It means a lot to everybody. Wade jogs off, and that's a good sign, and it's 4th and 2. And we'll see if the Muskies punt this or go for it. Another big call. The Muskies went for it earlier in the game on their own 47-yard line and got the first down into Blue Devil territory with a 2-point lead in the fourth quarter. Ryland and Meyer in the backfield behind Curtis. And they're going to go for it. Ryland gets it over the right side, cuts it up inside. He's not going to get there.
It's like just short.
He's short of the first down, so the Blue Devils will take over. I believe he's short, but let's see. That's a pretty good spot.
That is a good spot. We like that. We'll take it.
Well, we'll see. I think it is Blue Devil football, though. I think we got a good spot, but it's still going to be short. Blue Devils hold. And I do believe that Coach Truitt's making that decision based on the fact that Muskie defense has played really, really well, and he trusts his defense here.
And I think Coach Truitt is asking for a measurement here before they actually make that final call.
I'm a little concerned, though, because I'm not sure if the chain started to move on the other side, but maybe they didn't.
Well, the way the ball's spotted right now, it looks like it's a first down with where the chains are at right now.
Right.
But exactly what you said, we don't know if they moved the chains already. So,
and I'm not saying they did, but it looks different than it did when they first spotted the football. So we'll see. Yep, it's Central football. So I think they'd already moved the chains, Jake, so I don't think there was going to be any debate on a remeasurement or anything, or a measurement. I do believe he was short. 1st and 10 Blue Devils on their own 48-yard line. Burton in the backfield along with Ingram. And there's Burton, a little option right, pitches it to Ingram. Ingram cuts it inside. The Muskies are there waiting for him. No gain on the play. Guess who? Andy Frankie in on the stop along with Raker and Wade. Sounds like a law firm.
He's definitely everywhere tonight. Those two have been everywhere on both sides of the ball. You notice, too, on his, looks like right ankle, got taped up by Nicole, so that's probably what was lingering in the first half. But, you know, he's not complaining. He's out there.
2nd and 10, Blue Devils. Burton back to pass, sets, looks, pumps, throws over the middle. Incomplete. Boy, through the hands of a Central receiver, and then almost an interception by Glenn for the Muskies.
Untouched. Frankie comes right to the A-gap, blows up the quarterback. Great play. Give Burton props for getting up on that shot. That was a heck of a hit.
Yeah, you loved that, didn't you?
Well, I love his points. All right, offensive guy loves points.
3rd down and 10, Blue Devils on their own 48-yard line. Burton back to pass, sets, Looks, fires down the middle of the field. Almost intercepted. Good coverage by the Muskies. Glenn again cutting across. Arceo in coverage as well. Great coverage by the Muskies secondary. And Central going to have to kick this football away.
Yeah, it truly was. They knew a pass was coming, and our Muskie secondary had it snubbed out, ready to go. Almost was a pick, but nonetheless, we should get the ball back here with about 10 minutes left to play here. And
there's the punt. It's a short one, going to dribble and come to a stop at the 22-yard line where the Muskies will take over 1st and 10 on their own 22. 10:35 to play in this one. The Muskies lead 21-19.
And folks, we got another former Muskie listening in tonight. The greatest to ever do it on the basketball court here in Muscatine High School, Joe Wieskamp. His jersey is retired here, so all the way from Australia.
What time is it there?
16 hours away. I don't know the time. You
what
can
day
do the
is
math
it there?
on that. It is the day, probably Saturday. But, Joe, we appreciate you tuning in 16 hours away from us.
What's up, Joe? Gage Curtis and the Muskies jump into the neutral zone. It'll be a 5-yard walk-off on the Muskies, making it 1st and 15. What's Joe doing in Australia? I mean, I know he's playing basketball. Does he have,
Well, he's got his family down there. Great Mackenzie Wieskamp.
Right.
And his little boy, JJ, close to a year old. So
JJ.
living the dream playing basketball down there. Can't complain. It's good life for Joe Wieskamp.
So is it Jacob Joseph? I don't know the name. What's it?
It's Jacob Jr. Joseph. But
there's a pass in the flat. It's almost completed to Wade, and it's incomplete as the pressure was on. Curtis is lucky to get rid of that football. Otherwise, it would have been a huge sack. So good play by Gage to get that out of his hands. It'll be 2nd and 15. $10:29 to play. Beautiful Muscatine Community Stadium and a beautiful night for football, high school football. Boy, there's not a better time of the year.
I just got a text back. It's noon on Saturday for him.
Wow. Amazing. Curtis gives to Ryland. Ryland cuts it up, 20. Still on his feet over the 25. And a nice run by Seth out near the 27. That'll bring up 3rd down and manageable. We'll call it 3rd and 5.
Definitely good run to make it 3rd down and manageable here. Let's get moving the chains again. 4th quarter. We're holding the 2-point lead. Touchdown here would look very good for us.
Clock under 10 now in this one. Muskie's looking for their first win of the season and their first win for new head coach Mike Truitt. 3rd down and 5. Curtis under center. He pops it inside. Ryland over the right side. He's over the 30, 35. 1st down yardage. Slammed down hard at the 39. But a nice run of 12 yards on a 1st down Muskies.
Great run by Ryland. He's all fired up, moving the chains. 3rd and manageable, was able to keep the offense on the field, and 1st and 10 now.
1st and 10 Muskies, their own 39-yard line. They lead 21-19. They've been holding on to this 2-point lead since the 7:33 mark of the 2nd quarter. Ryland, Wade, and King in the backfield. Curtis gets that snap, gives it. This one goes to Meyer over the right side. Tough run to the 43. We're going to call it a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 Muskies.
Yeah, and he was able to pick up about 4 yards there. And that was just a great run. Now, he got stuffed there, probably right at the 41 there, but was able to grab a couple more yards and make it 2nd and 6 here.
You having fun, Jake? First time doing this?
First. I'm glad. I'm very humbled and honored to be here.
Sounds like all your buddies got the memo you're doing the game. You kind of played up to that, huh?
I did. You know, we kind of have to have that happen. It's called marketing.
Yeah. There's a handoff. This time Ryland eludes a tackle. He's going to get a 1st down over midfield and into Blue Devil territory at the 48-yard line. Great run. Seth Ryland starting to get the wheels churning here in the fourth quarter when the Muskies needed some big plays.
Yeah, and you got D tackle Connor Jones, slow to get up here, hobbling off on his own at least, hustling off the field. He's played a great game right there in the middle as well, especially this second half.
A lot of two-way players on both teams, and this is the time of the game. Boy, it's gut check time, you know.
Slowing the clock down, get the run game going. They're probably not going to snap this ball here until about 15, close to 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to let this clock roll down as Coach Truitt is waving his book down there, kind of telling him just not to go quite yet. You know, they're going to try to roll down this clock, see if they can get a touchdown here and blow this game out.
Little different tempo than the old Jake Mueller days when you played, because you guys didn't even huddle.
No huddle, pistol formation, run and gun with Alfonso and Luke Witcher.
That's right, everything at the line of scrimmage. And there's a give. This time Ryland over the left side, 45. Dances down to the 40 and a nice gain of 8. And it'll be 2nd and 2 Muskies.
Another good run by Ryland there. Again, get some yards. Looks like it's 2nd and 2 here. Again, let's get the first down, get this clock rolling again. Same thing. Muskies are now going to slow this clock up, not snap it late.
And now we've got a timeout on the field. And we're going to take a timeout here. You're listening to Muskie Football. The Muskies lead Central 21-19. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, Brian Mussehl, Jake Mussehl. Timeout Central. They have 2 timeouts left. The Muskies at 3. Game reset. 7:23 left in this one, and it's 21-19. The Muskies lead. They have 2nd and 2 on the Central 40, and they just want to keep grinding this clock out, shortening this game, and hopefully cap this drive off with 6 points. Curtis under center for the Muskies. He gets it, pounds it into Ryland. Ryland over the left side, 35-30, and he squirts down inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. It's going to be another gain of 11 and a first down Muskies.
Yeah, they had it looks like it was a pulling guard. 55, Cash Hodges came off to the left side, was able to clear that off for that first down. Great blocking by Cash Hodges. Got to shout out my own lineman.
And the Muskie line has played outstanding football tonight. Wade, wing right. Ryland and Meyer in the backfield. This is Ryland again over the right side. He cuts it inside the 25, near the 23. Seth Ryland, this is his drive. He's taken this thing over and really had some nice runs for the Muskies when they needed it.
Yeah, you're truly right. Coach Truitt is trusting him with the ball in his hands, and looks like he's trying to take over this drive here.
Call it a long gain, of 6, and we'll call it 2nd and a long 4. Just inside the 23-yard line. Muskies need to get just shy of the 19 for a first down. This drive started on the Muskie 22-yard line. And there's a give. This time Ryland again. It's stacked up, but boy, he's not going down easy. Still fighting his way. He may gain a yard or 2 out of that, and he was hit right away when he got the football. Clock down to 5:51 and ticking. Boy, great to see Matt Koss, the Muscatine resident, longtime sports writer for the Muscatine Journal and the Quad City Times, and he's up here at the box next to us. Great talking to Matt before the game, and told me he got into some high school baseball umpiring this summer, did over 80 games. I mean, credit to that. If the Iowa High School Athletic Association always looking for umpires and referees. And there's Ryland over the right side on third down, and he's going to get stood up right at the 20. And that's going to bring a 4th down and 1 for the Muskies with just over 5 to play, and they're going to go for it here, I would imagine.
Oh, they definitely are. Coach Truitt is going to make up a play here. Looks like 4th and 1. Big play, big momentum for the Muskies if we can get this first down here. Drain out the clock, 4:50 to play.
Muskie student section been great all night. They're on their feet. Muskie fans are really excited here. Big play for the Muskie offense. 4th down and 1, and now we've got a timeout, Muscatine. 4:35 left of this one. The Muskies lead 21-19.
Yeah, and I think Coach Truitt saw something on the defensive end he didn't want to like, so call a timeout, regroup here. This is again, Brian, this is a big first down. You got 4th and 1 here. Big momentum on both sides. You stop them here, you're driving here to try to win the ball game. You get the first down here, you got a good chance to get in here, score a touchdown, go up 9, and win this ball game, put this ball game away for the Muskies.
Be a big one to give these kids some confidence. They play at home next week, folks. Get out here and pack the stadium. Iowa City West coming to town. But let's finish this one off first. Get the Muskies their first win of the season, their first home win, and the first win for head coach Mike Truitt. And I know it'd be a very happy locker room if they can finish this one off. 21-19, the Muskies lead. 4:35 left. And with the Muskies 4th down and a yard to go on the central 20-yard line. Not even a yard, Jake. It's a short yard.
It's about a half a yard, yes.
Muskies going heavy here. There's Wade, Ryland, and Meyer right behind Curtis. This one's going to go to Wade. Actually, it was kept by Curtis, and he's thrown for a loss. And that didn't fool Central. They were all over it. And the Muskies lose yardage and turn it over on downs. And it'll be 1st and 10 Blue Devils on their own 23-yard line.
Got to give credit to Davenport Central's defense. That D-line, they knew it was coming. They were able to set the line of scrimmage to get the linebackers ahead of them and their safeties to wrap up that tackle.
Muskie defense needs to hold here. That was a good drive by the Muskie offense. Burned a lot of clock, but come away with no points. Burton and Williams in the backfield. Burton back to pass, flares it out to Williams in the flat, 20, 25, and he's out over the 25 to about the 28. Call it a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Riesenberg on the stop for the Muskies.
Great stop by Riesenberg. Raker had him there. Past the line of scrimmage, just kind of missed his leg, but great stop by Riesenberg there.
2nd down and 6, Blue Devils on the 28. Clock under 4. Burton and Ingram in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. Burton back to pass. Now he rolls to his right, looks downfield, throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Hazlett in the flat at the 32. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, he had Hazlett out there by the numbers. It just missed his step, kind of fell down, and the throw was a little bit too far for him, but great play call by the OC there for Dav Central.
Coach Schultz in his wheelhouse here, dialing up a play. Does he bring pressure? We'll see. 3:36 to play. The Muskies lead 21-19. The faithful are getting loud here at Muscatine Community Stadium.
I think they do. I think they're going to send Frankie right up the middle again and stop this quarterback.
And now we've got a whistle. We've got a flag, or it's a timeout Central. No flag on the play. So timeout Central, 3:35 to play, 21-19 Muskies. Going to mention our sponsors. Hy-Vee Muscatine, Unity Point Health, CBI Bank and Trust, Ed Morris Automotive, Bridgestone Bandag, Next Gen Motors, Big Cat Energy, Midwest One Bank, Hanson Chiropractic, Community Bank and Trust, Fairway, Members Community Credit Union, and I'll mention it here. I just got a text, one of our great sponsors, of course, Ed Morris. I got a text from Doug and Sue Krieger, longtime owners, of course, of Krieger Motors, and Joey was out here at the half with the kick from Ed Morris. So longtime Muskie supporters and booster members and things like that. Great community people for the Muscatine Muskies.
Absolutely. You got also shout out to Marv Krieger, still coming into that dealership. Had the dealership for 75 years before they gave it to Ed Morris, obviously. But what they did to this community, we can't thank them enough for. We're very, very thankful for those Krieger's family.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 6. Central on their own 23. Muskie fans are on their feet. Burton and Williams in the backfield. There's a toss to Williams. He's going to throw. He's looking. He's got a man down there, and there's going to be a flag, and it's going to be a pass interference on the Muskies. As Sampico got open, the ball was underthrown, and that's what caused the interference. There was actually pretty good coverage by the Muskies, but when it's underthrown like that, the receiver stops, Jake, and you just almost can't help yourself but to run into him.
Yeah. His back was turned to the ball. Couldn't see it, obviously. He's trying to chase down the wide receiver. So that's just a tough play. When the ball is underthrown like that and you got your back turned, you don't know where it's coming. Unfortunately, wide receiver came right up on him and definitely got that penalty.
So they haven't marked the yardage off yet, but it's a 15-yard penalty in high school. So that'll push it out to the 43-yard line. So it's 1st down now, Central on their own 43 with 3:28 to play. In the game, the Muskies lead 21-19. Burton in the backfield. He's going to give this one to Williams on the left side. He's at the 40, 45, hit hard. Down, boy, Glenn, the sophomore, with a big-time hit. And out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of about 4, and there's a Muskie down on the turf right now. I'm not sure who that is, and let's hope that young man's okay. Nicole Calvert, of course, the great trainer of the Muskies, is out there.
What a great hit by Colin Glenn there. That sophomore coming up with a big hit.
Yes. It'll be spotted at the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. We're going to take a quick break. 3:12 to play. The Muskies lead 21-19. You're listening to Muskie Football. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, the injured Muskie there, Brady Franklin, working on his left leg a little bit, but he bounced up and jogged off the field, so it looks like he's going to be okay, and let's hope so. He's had a big game tonight for the Muskies. All righty, 3:12 to play, game reset. The Muskies 2 timeouts, Central with 1. The Muskies lead 21-19. Central was 2nd down and 6 on their own 47-yard line. Burton gets a snap. He's going to give it on the end around this time to number 23, and he's down, and he's going to get a 1st down inside of Muskie territory, and that's Jonathan Ingram. And it's going to be a 1st down Blue Devils at the Muskie 46-yard line.
Yeah, great run by Ingram there. Way to get outside, move the chains. Looks like they stopped the clock as well, which is good for the Muskies here. Let's see if we can get a stop here.
7-yard gain on 2nd and 6. 1st down on Muskie territory. Not really sure of their kicking game because Shook had missed a PAT right out of the gate. This one's going to go to Williams up the gut. He's inside the 45 to the 43, a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Time does become a factor when you just run like this because it takes a lot of time to burn these run these plays.
And Davenport Central's doing the same thing as Muskie's tried to do on the last drive. They're slowing this clock up. They're on their own territory. 2.5 minutes left to go of the game.
Burton rolls to his right, looks downfield. Now he's going to keep it inside the 45, and the Muskies are there to stack him up at about the 41-yard line. He's going to gain 2, but that'll bring up 3rd and 5, and the clock now ticking near the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, great coverage by our secondary. There was no one home there. The linebackers were able to close up on the quarterback and get him down here.
Third down and 5, the Muskie 41-yard line. 1:55 and counting in this one. Muskies lead 21-19. Burton and Williams in the backfield. Burton, option left, pitches to Williams. He's got it at the 40, cuts to the 35, 30, 25, inside the 20 and down inside the 15 at the 14. And that's a big run right there, 27 yards. And it's 1st and 10 Blue Devils down to the Muscatine 14-yard line.
Great decision by Burton to pitch that to the running backs of the Williams. Williams was able to get outside, break the numbers, and get a good gain here.
Clock running at a minute and a half. Central with that one timeout left, so they can still burn clock and use the middle of the field. Burton and Ingram in the backfield. Burton going to give this one to Ingram. He bounced it over the right side. Missed tackle. He's at the 15 and down near the 10. There's going to be a flag, and it's going to be a hold, I believe, on Central, which is really going to help the Muskies.
Yeah, Riesenberg was able to make sure that flag came about, and they was holding him on the outside, trying to get contained, keep the outside numbers there for himself, but obviously the wide receiver was holding there. And crunch time here with a minute left. You know, that's a big momentum breaker for Davenport Central there. Hopefully Muskies can get this stopped now that they're first in, 20?
First down and 20. Ball spotted back now. Actually, it was a spot foul, so they moved it back 8 yards to the 22. First and 18. Clock is running, but that makes this a 40-yard field goal now. It's a little farther back. Burton and Ingram. Burton, option to the right. Down he goes! Arceo with a great open field tackle.
Great tackle by Nico Arceo. Got up the line of scrimmage, saw the quarterback. The quarterback did not pitch it to his running back and was able to make a great tackle there.
2-yard loss, and it'll be 2nd and 20 now from just inside the 24-yard line. Clock ticking at 35. Central in no hurry. Burton got up a little slow there. That was a big hit. Williams in the backfield with him. Look for him to get it. And there's an option left, and now we've got a whistle, and we have a timeout Muskies, a timeout Muscatine with 25 seconds left. Right before the snap there. Central gets a chance to regroup a little bit here now.
Yeah, I think Coach Truitt took that timeout. I think the defense was a little offset. They weren't in the right position. So regroup, talk to Coach Schultz, see what we're going to come up with for this second down play.
25.8 seconds. What a football game. Boy, this started out. We wouldn't think it'd still be 21-19 right now as the Muskies and Blue Devils went at it. They scored 4 touchdowns combined in the first 5.5 minutes of this game. It was 14-12 with 6:38 to go in the first. Each team traded touchdowns in the second quarter, but neither team has scored since the 7:33 mark of the second quarter. Gone scoreless then the entire third, and in the entire fourth quarter thus far, no points. And the Muskies trying to hang on.
Muskie fans are getting loud here.
Burton and Williams in the backfield. 2nd and 20. And there's Burton. They option it. It's going to go to Williams on the right side. The Muskies string it out and take him to the ground. Down at the 22-yard line. Central's going to have to burn a timeout. Clock's ticking here. 10 seconds and ticking. Are they going to down it.
Last
They do
play.
have it. And now there's a timeout. They had to burn their timeout. And they did burn their last timeout. 3.7 seconds left. And now they're going to bring their kicker out. And that's what I'm not sure what his range is. We're going to find out, though. Joe Shook, a 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
Yeah,
He's 1 for 2 with PATs tonight. He missed his first one wide right, made his second. And this lined up, you're going to be looking at about a 39, 40-yard field goal here.
both have played a great game tonight.
It's going to be on the right hash, and it looks like it's going to be spotted right at about the 28-yard line. So we're going to call it a 38-yard attempt for Central for the win. Let's see if the Muskies can get some pressure on this or block it. Muskie fans are on their feet. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is on its way. And it is no good! And the Muskies hold on and win the first game of the season and the first game for head coach Mike Truitt. In a thriller, the Muskies beat Davenport Central here at home, 21-19. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the game recap. You're listening to Muskie Football. Okay. Back at a happy Muscatine Community Stadium, Brian Mussehl and Jake Mussehl, our first football broadcast together, which was a lot of fun tonight. And what a night for the victorious Muscatine Muskies, as this game was really a crazy football game to begin with, and it ended in a defensive struggle. In fact, the last 2.5 quarters of the game were just nothing but defense, back and forth, hard hitting, and really tough played. The Muskies came out tonight. They kicked off to start the game. The very first play from scrimmage, Burton, the quarterback for Central, fumbled the football, and the Muskies recovered on the Davenport Central 6-yard line. Muskies had a procedure call that pushed him back to the 11. 3 plays, 3 running plays, and Seth Ryland took it over right tackle, 7 yards for a touchdown. Extra point was good. The Muskies led 7-zip with 10:36 left in the first quarter. The ensuing kickoff, Carson Williams took it 96 yards for the Blue Devils. What a terrific athlete. The extra point was wide right, no good, and it was 7-6. Muscatine, 10:21 to play. The Muskies took the next drive 71 yards and capped it off with a Gavin Wade 9-yard touchdown run. Extra point good. They led 14-6, 7:25 to go in the first. Central then got the ball back after another big kick return of about 50 yards. And Alex Ingram ran 44 yards around left tackle. And for the touchdown, they went for 2, didn't get it. It was 14-12 Muskies with 6:38 to play in the first quarter. That finished off the scoring. However, the Muskies had a big drive at the end of the quarter, and the first play of the second quarter, that's when Gage Curtis did a quarterback sneak from 1 yard out for a touchdown, capping off a 70-yard drive for the Muskies. Extra point good. They led 21-12 with 11:56 left in the first half. That was the final scoring for the Muskies on the night. Central then, their next possession, drove 31 yards after a Muscatine fumble in for a touchdown. Carson Williams with his second touchdown of the night, a 4-yard run. Extra point good. 21-19, 7:33 left in the first half. That's where the scoring stopped. And it was never really close to that again until the end here, Jake, when Central put together a drive at the end of the game. They drove about 60 yards in about 3.5 minutes, and they got down there and they missed a 38-yard field goal last play of the game, and the Muskies come out of here victorious 21-19 to go 1-1 in the season. Central falls to 1-1 in the season, and the head coach Mike Truitt gets his first high school win, and it's got to be a happy night for him and a happy night for everybody heading into that locker room tonight here.
Yeah, truly. I just saw Coach Schultz there at the bottom of the end zone gave the game ball to Coach Truitt for the first win of his head coaching career here at Muscatine High School. It was a great win. Big plays by Frankie. The O-line, D-line. Again, the game is always won in the trenches. I'm always going to say that. They kept the ball with no turnovers here in the second half. Kept the penalties to a minimum, and were able to squeeze out a win. So great win by the Muskies. Little heartbreaker by Davenport Central.
Yeah, it's tough, Jake. I'm sorry. As you're talking about it, we're sitting here watching, and you feel bad. These are high school kids. They're giving it all they got. And I see the Central kicker. He feels terrible. He's walking off with a couple of his coaches right now, and you know that nobody feels worse than he does. And that's sports. Things happen, and I'm sure he's got a good support system around him to help him. But tonight it's about the Muskies, and the Muskies, a big win here in front of a great crowd, Muscatine Community Stadium. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We had a lot of fun tonight bringing it to you, and we couldn't be happier for what's happened here for the Muskies tonight. We've got a ton of tremendous sponsors. We mentioned them throughout the broadcast. The Muskies are 1-1 now, folks, and they host Iowa City West, a heck of a football team. They'll be coming in here next Friday night, so make plans to head out to the stadium and support your Muscatine Muskies next week as they go for their second victory of the season. Jake, any final thoughts?
Nothing. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Brian, welcome back.
Yeah.
We missed you. We're glad you're back.
Had a great time. It's been a fun night here at Muscatine Community Stadium, and really enjoyed it, and always enjoy nothing more than calling a Muskie win. From Muscatine Community Stadium, I'm Brian Mussehl along with Jake Mussehl. The Muskies defeat Davenport Central 21-19. Thank you so much for watching and listening. You've been watching and listening to Muskie Football.